Hey guys, how we doing today? Doing a mold pull for you, just trying to put my camera where I need it to be. All right, let me put down a clean sheet. So got a whole lot of little projects to show y'all, or to demold. So start small, go big. I hope that's close enough, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so I got these guys. I got the new the earring plug molds, whatever you want to call them. So testing these out for the first time. So those actually look pretty cool. They are double flared. Let's see, I got the two little mushroom ones in the middle, the little skull guys on the ends, and then just some plain ones on the outer edge. So clearly I've got some cleanup work to do with these. I will definitely be not only sanding but polishing, because if I'm going to wear these, or if somebody's going to wear them, I sure as hell don't want a rough edge. Of course, I clip my nail right before I need it. So let's see. Here we go. A little glow-in-the-dark mushrooms in these guys. It's a little rough. We'll see how they feel. The slightly bigger ones, I'm not really sure on the exact sizes. I think these are the size that I wear, the 9/16. And then I guess it would just go up from there. All right, moving on up. A new little crow skull. Don't put that in the scrap heap. All right, here we go. Just clear resin, and then I dropped in a little bit of black and white mica, black and white dye. It's really hard to tell if I'm getting a clear video angle with this. You can kind of see what's going on, but not really. Cool looking. Looks good. Okay, move that top to the side. Got some new skull boys. I love making these things. These are, looks like everything today, or everything that I got going on is the Shark Boy and Lava Girl theme, or clear with embellishments theme. Trying not to slice my knuckles open before I have to go to work. Eep! That was a very manly eep, I think we'll all agree. All right, so we have Shark Boy. Like it. I'm into it. And then we have eep! There it is again, that manly eep. It's a wild eep, not to be confused with childish scream. This is Lava Girls. I suppose I should be a little bit concerned about talking about Lava Girl's skull and Shark Boy's skull, but oh well. Still very cool looking. And then we have just gray, the silver gray mica. I love those things. All right, so my coworker found an onion at work that was a perfect little heart and asked me to put it in a little heart pendant thing to put on a keychain, and that's what I did. There you go. One heart in a heart. Get this out of the way. I'm going to save those for now. All right, I made a new votive holder with the leftover aquamarine and silver. Very pretty. It's a good color combination, if I do say so myself. Okay, then I'm going to do my new painted flower. This has been one of my favorite molds to work with that I've recently acquired. So we have black leading to silver, leading to white around the edges. And then for the bottom, we have the fuchsia and the blue mixed together. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this looks in the sunlight, or at least the daylight. Okay. I'm going to do my coasters next. I want to save the dice and the dice mold for last. So we have just clear resin with a little bit of the color shifting mica around the edge, and the little the holographic decals in the center. Saw somebody do something like this on Facebook, and I thought it looked beautiful, so I wanted to give it a try myself. And I would say it turned out rather well. And then for the coaster holder itself, this one's always a little bit of a pain in the butt to get out. If anybody has a trick for demolding this one, please let me know. As long as it doesn't involve like a compressed air pump or something that I have to spend a lot of money on. Rude. All right, so I have 2 legs on each side to match the color I painted the edges of the coasters, and then the cupped hands holding the flower or the plant, whatever that is. Very pretty, and they just ta-da. All right. Let's see how our dice box did. Another one of those those molds that I'm always worried about cutting my knuckles open on. Alright. Okay, so here's the lid for the dice box. So far, so good. One little hole on this side. A couple of little bubbles, but nothing terrible. I'd say it looks pretty good. I do like the way the gold and the pooled into the fuchsia. Okay, and then we have the body of the dice box with a lot of debris around the sides, a lot of scrap pieces. Thankfully, I have all those new big molds now that I can just dump my scrap into and save on resin wasted. All right. Where did I put my coffee? Did I bring my coffee out here? I guess not. All right. Here's hoping. Okay. All right, there we have it. It's Shark Boy and Lava Girl theme again, as requested. It looks like a nebula. It's beautiful. See, that turned out rather well. Now let's see if they fit together. They fit together perfectly. And now we have our D20 dice holder. All right. Okay, so the last thing to do today is the new dice sets as requested. The color pattern that chose that day's theme. So, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. For my dear friend Bronte. Alright, so I went back over this one with another layer of clear after they had cured to try and deal with some of the micro bubbles that ended up on the surface. And it looks to have been mildly successful. You can still see the little bubbles. And that top surface is a little bit rough, but you can't feel them as distinctly as I could on other pieces. So that might be something I need to start doing on a regular basis. Just have to refine the process, at least until I can get myself a pressure pot so that I don't have to deal with bubbles at all. And wouldn't that be lovely? Okay, so here we have the Shark Boy dice. Nice and blue with a little bit of that silver. Maybe I should have gone with a little bit more silver, but they're still very pretty. Last but not least, it's time for Lava Girl. So, you know, I tried when I made these to do, to basically make my own lava colored resin because the orange that I have is too pastel. So I just mixed up, what was it? The yellow mica powder, a little bit of ruby red dye, and a tiny bit of, what was the last one? The chromatic orange. Mix that all together, and then I just dropped those through a dot of black ink that I rested on the surface of the fuchsia, and dropped the quote-unquote lava through the ink into the fuchsia to hopefully create a little bit of a smoke look. Get all this scrap off of here. Okay, all right, so eek, quit trying to run away. I think these look pretty good, honestly. Can't really feel the micro pitting. So, what do you think, guys? Alright, there we go. Roll for initiative. I got some pretty cool effects going on with this one. A lot of swirls, a lot of, I don't want to say bubbles, but kind of, with the mica meeting the dye. So I'm hoping that my friend will like these. All right, well, that's it. That's our mold pull for the day. Well, thanks for joining me, and I will see y'all later.